Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today you will have a timestamp when the news starts, but I want to start this video with something very different that I have never really started with, and lately I am feeling an urge to implement things of this nature, the messages of this nature for you, because I have a very strong sense that there is someone who is watching me who needs to hear it. And when my soul tells me to share and to speak up and say what I have in my soul, in my heart, I want to do it. So I received this message this morning when I woke up about how the evil energy, how this battle, the spiritual war is affecting all of us. And I know most of you know it, but I want to remind you that this is the battle for your mind and for your soul, in whatever shape and form is affecting you personally, individually. And I have these two messages here I written down. Check the people in your environment, because all the illusions are being lifted. We are being brainwashed not only through the media, not only through the news, through the organizations, through the systems that have been implemented for centuries, but we are also surrounded by people in our very close environments. This is, at this moment, I'm talking not in my particular case, because I am a loner type. At this moment, I'm very selective with who I allow close to my energy to even have a coffee with or, spend time with. And I don't really socialize much. I don't date. I don't do any of those things. I know this is very personal, but I want to share this with you because I know how important it is who is in your environment and how sometimes people that you perceive as good for you, behind the scenes, they might be doing things that you are not aware of. But this is the time when all the illusions are going to be lifted. And I just want to share this message with you. I'm getting nervous because I know on my channel I normally don't talk like this. I talk about the news, that's why you will have the news in a second. But this is very important because we are becoming more and more clear about what's going on in our lives, what's going on around us. So check out the people in your environment and you will see the truth. So this is the message I have for you. I hope someone who heard this message will make some changes to free herself, himself, from those evil forces that are sucking the energy, brainwashing, influencing her mind. And if you appreciate this kind of content, please put in the comments down below. It will mean a lot to me. Now, let's go to the news. And I hope you still subscribed. So guys, let's start with corruption. That's another story, brainwash and washing the money and things of this nature. I have an article from TASS. This is from today, which is 16th of November. Between 20% and 36% of all financial aid provided to Kiev, we're talking Ukraine, by the West, has been misapproved by Ukrainian officials. And who said it? One of my favorite women, the Russian Foreign Ministry official spokeswoman, Maria Zakharova. And she said, quoting her, based on our information, between 20 and 36% of all financial aid from the West was misappropriated by Ukrainian officials, the diplomat said. I'm talking about senior officials of the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. And on that note, I had an article about 2 days ago that I didn't share with you. I think because that day I had live stream with Larry Johnson, but it's connected to it. Therefore, many of you probably know those numbers, but if you don't, I decided to read this to you. This is from Polish portal, and it's titled Mass Betrayal in Ukraine, 8,000 Cases. The Security Service of Ukraine, SBU, has launched investigations into about 8,000 cases of suspected treason since the beginning of the full-scale war. New Voice reported on Tuesday, so just a few days ago. And so, the Security Service of Ukraine, SBU, told New Voice that it had opened more than 7,000 criminal investigations under Article 111-1 of the Criminal Code and nearly 1,000 from the Article 111-2. Both subsections, I think this is correct, both subsections of Article 111 deal with high treason. The offenses under this Article 111.1 include espionage, deliberately undermining Ukraine's sovereignty, and voluntarily assisting a foreign state in its subversive activities against Ukraine. This crime is punished by 10 to 15 years in prison. More than 2,000 Section 111.1 proceedings have been referred to the courts. The courts have already sentenced 330, those numbers, right? I mean, I'm just saying, 330 collaborators. One of the most recent is a 15-year prison sentence for Volodymyr Saldo, another Volodymyr. Yeah, well, Volodymyrs, who heads the local occupation authorities in the Kherson region. This is what the SBU reported. Another person, Oleksandr Dubinsky, a deputy to Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine, from the servant of the People's Party, was accused of collaborating with foreign intelligence and high treason. The Lviv District Court, my handwriting, sentenced in an absentia a former pro-Russian deputy to the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine, Ilya Kiev, to 14 years in prison for high treason. So those are just like three names of people they mention here. Article 111.2 provides that a citizen of Ukraine might be exempt from a criminal liability for cooperation with a foreign state if he or she voluntarily informs the Ukrainian authorities about it. So if you're corrupted or you do things that can be punished because it's treason, so if you report it, you're okay? The SBU told the New Voice that it had investigated more than 300 people who met the 111.2 threshold and referred nearly 200 of them to the courts. So what happened to the 100? I don't know. Now, since we are on the topic of Ukraine, let's look into the situation that's going on between Poland and Ukraine. And what I'm talking about is this. From Polish portal, Brussels is losing patience. This is from today. Poland is threatened with the criminal proceedings for actions against Ukraine. And if you're wondering what is this, let me tell you. Poland is threatened with a procedure for violating European Union law. According to unofficial findings, Brussels is losing patience, and the European Commission is saying that Warsaw is not doing enough to resolve the conflict on the border with Ukraine. Because, I tell you what's going on. According to the announcement, the protest, yes, it has been going on. I didn't report on this, I apologize. According to the announcement, the protest at the border crossing with Ukraine will continue. Representatives of Polish carriers said that the recent talks with the authorities in Kiev did not bring a compromise. As they say, they demand that their demands are not taken into account, and the stalemate has been going on since November, and the blockages have included the crossings in Korczowa, Hrebene, and Doronetsk, I think that's the name. And what those drivers are demanding. This is going on. I haven't talked about it, guys. Again, sorry for that. But we have those protests on the border between Poland and Ukraine getting really intense for quite some time. I think it's about 2 weeks now. and what those drivers are demanding. So they want the system of permits for the commercial transport to be restricted, the liquidation of, I'm not sure what is this, ERCHERGA, ERCHERGA system, and the green corridor for EU cars returning from Ukraine without goods, and the suspension of companies with Eastern capital until the origin of the capital is proven. You will have all the links, as always, in the description box down below this video, so you just click on it, read it yourself. So now Brussels is losing patience. Okay. And the last information that I have for you, which I think this will be in the title of this video, one point in the title of this video, is if Polish citizens want Poland to have euro currency. So guys, a euro in Poland was the title of this article, and it says 62.9% of Poles are of the opinion that the new government should not seek to introduce the euro currency in Poland, according to a poll that was conducted by IBRIS for Radio Z. Radio Z, it's the radio, of course, but it's also like Polish portal that brings the news daily. And now let me give you the percentage of how, I don't know what was the number of people that were in this poll, if it was 1,000 or several thousands, but the percentage looks like this. 7.9% said they definitely said yes. 13.3% rather yes. 19.5% said rather no. 43.4%, so almost half, said definitely not, which is all together with those that rather not and definitely not, 62.9%, and 15.9%, almost 16%, said it's hard to say. So overall, it looks like Polish people are not crazy about euro. I mean, yeah, I'm not an economy expert, but I know that much. Why would you want it, okay? So this is how it looks like at this moment in Poland. I hope the video brings you some value. Again, those of you who are okay with my early message in this video, I appreciate that you listened to it and you didn't unsubscribe. And again, all the articles you find down below this video. I want to say thank you to everyone who is supporting me by buying me a coffee, because my goal to go to China is becoming more and more real, and we are almost now at 68% of my goal. And the vision is that in January, when this goal is reached, well, I think will be reached before that, I'm buying the ticket, making hotel reservations, and then applying for visa, because that's how it looks like from Chinese embassy in Poland. I have to have the flight ticket first, all the reservation first, then I apply for the visa. And then I would like to go to China, guys, and record the videos for you from there and show you the country through my eyes. This will be probably the second part of January, and maybe the new year, I think is the year of the dragon. Chinese Year of Dragon will be on the 12th of February. So again, thank you to all of you who supported me and are supporting me through Buy Me a Coffee, because this is the goal. Lots of love, everyone. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Bye, guys.